Hi guys, I'm Jessica Ball, and I'm going to talk about some of my supervisee experiences with my supervisor. So, some of the positive supervisee experiences I've had are being able to ask my supervisor absolutely anything and not feel like it's a stupid question. So, this could just be about a simple ABA term that I'm not able to grasp or completely understand. And my supervisor will be able to model and do some role playing with me and even just explain in a situation that I understand. So I'm a very visual learner, and now she knows that, and she's able to act it out with me or just give me a scenario. And it really helps me to understand, which is awesome. And something that I have gained from this supervision experience is I've learned that it's extremely important and you will see the most results, and the client will have the most effective and successful experience when you just focus on one behavior at a time. So at first, when I started working with clients and I realized, oh, this client is exhibiting SIB in the form of head hitting, skin pinching, even skin biting, or neck grabbing, anything, and then they were also exhibiting aggressive behaviors towards staff and other students in the classroom. And then they were also having property destruction. So I was just like, how do you find the function of all these behaviors at once, and how do you know? And then my supervisor said, it's really just simple. You need to just focus on one behavior at a time. And that kind of, I realized, okay, focusing on one thing at a time is really going to help, because I don't want to be overwhelmed with thinking about all these things and then not knowing what is causing what. So now I feel like I've been able to be more confident and in finding the function and focusing on one behavior at a time, writing the behavior plan, the operational definition, and then coming up with the examples, and then doing indirect and direct assessments, and interviewing other staff who have worked with that student, and really just focusing on one thing at a time. And when you do pick the behavior, you want to make sure, so say the head hitting was an SIB behavior, then you really want to focus on that behavior, because that is causing the most damage to the student. So instead of the property destruction, yeah, that seem bad, but the actual SIB is more damaging to the student. So we're going to focus on that first. And then once we find the function of that and then start the treatment, then you can go on to another behavior like the property destruction. And then um, an important characteristic um, for a supervisor for me is that they are organized, that they are up to date on ABA literature and the treatments, and that they are able to explain to me. So if I don't understand something, that they are able to not just be like, oh, let me get the Cooper book and look it up for you. And that's okay if, like, obviously I'm gonna understand they're not gonna know everything, but if they did that every single time I asked a question, I'd be a little hesitant, like, ooh, like, how much do they really know about ABA if they have to look it up every single time? So my supervisor has been very good at explaining, role playing in situations with me, for shaping, for modeling, for extinction, for everything, for token systems and reinforcement assessments and everything that I'm just haven't didn't know about, and now I feel more confident with. And then another characteristic is having good time management. So I want to make sure that my supervisor is able to meet with me once a week and be able to do those observations with me and have a set schedule, because I'm very OCD and like to be organized, and I want them to be organized too, because then I feel like it would just be less stressful for each one of us. And just being honest and being able to give me constructive criticism if I do something wrong. Say, hey Jess, I liked how you did this, but your prompting procedure and your error correction was incorrect. So next time you need to do this, and make sure you deliver the same SD every time. And then also be able to give me that positive feedback. Oh, you did good with this. Because if it was all negative, I think I would be upset by that. But I like how she's been able to do the both positive and negative. And that's everything. Thank you.